Hello everyone, welcome back to ICT class, and this is video number 27. Hope you all are fine and safe. Did you study the topics which we have discussed previously in the last class? What all things we have done? Already we have finished our chapter 5, and from that chapter in the last class we have discussed about last two videos we have discussed about the two softwares named Stellarium software and Rasmol. Okay, we have completed that chapter 5. It is the practical lab in computer. There we have studied about the four softwares, and that is of Gplate software, GeoGebra, Stellarium and Rasmol. So I hope it is clear to all of you. I hope you all watched that videos too. Okay, so today we will be moving to the next chapter. Chapter name is Analyzing Data in the Computer. I hope you have studied about this chapter in 8th standard. That means Data Analysis Made Easy. That is the chapter name. So it is the continuation of that chapter. So in that chapter, I hope you all remember that we have studied about a software named LibreOffice Calc. I hope you all remember that. So the continuation of that chapter we are studying here also. Here you can see several cuttings from the newspaper. Severe drought is in store for us. Rise in temperature during the day. Possibility of severe drought. So these statements indicate the recent changes in atmospheric temperature. You might have understood how the change in atmospheric temperature influences the climate conditions. When there happens changes in the atmosphere, it will have effect to the climatic conditions. In the lesson of the sun, the ultimate source, in your social science textbook, you might have studied about the analysis, different types of analysis of temperature in various parts of India. Okay, so here by using a spreadsheet software or LibreOffice Calc, we are studying for analyzing the data, okay, and for arriving at the conclusion. So for analyzing data, that means we are taking some almost 100 or places temperature we are taking, the minimum temperature and the maximum temperature we are finding, and we are finding the average of the temperature. Okay, so already that informations are available in our school resource folder. Just we are going to use different functions for doing the activities. Okay, so for doing these all things we need our LibreOffice Calc. You all will be knowing that how we can open the LibreOffice Calc. So today we will be going to do the activity 6.1 and activity 6.2. The first activity of here is, let's find the average temperature. We have the file of the minimum and the maximum temperatures of different particular places. So we are going to find out the average temperature by using different functions in the LibreOffice Calc. Okay, so for opening the LibreOffice Calc, we have to open Application, Office, LibreOffice Calc. So this is the how we can open the LibreOffice Calc. This is the page of the LibreOffice Calc. So in our school resource folder already we have the informations of the temperature, minimum and maximum temperature of different locations. So we are going to open that in our school resource folder, in home folder. You can see here in school resources standard 9, there is an Excel file, that is temperature.ods. You all will be knowing that why we have given the ODS. ODS is the .ods is the file format of the spreadsheet or LibreOffice Calc, and for the this Word LibreOffice Writer, the format is ODT. So this is, we are going to open the ODS file. So this is the file. Here you can see the maximum temperature and minimum temperature in degrees Celsius of different types of the different locations in India. Okay, you can see here it is of 60 places minimum and maximum temperature we have here. So we are going to find the average temperature by using some functions. Okay, so I already told this is the LibreOffice Calc. Here you can see these are the column numbers, the alphabets A, B, C, D. These are the columns, and here you can see in the digital form, that is the rows. So rows and the columns constitutes a Excel file. Okay, and these all things are the cell. You will be knowing that. Okay, when we click here, the cell will get activated and you will be getting the cell address over here. That means G2, column into row. This is the column G and this is the second row. So all together G2 is the cell address. Okay, these all are the different tools for doing the particular activities. So here first we have to find the average temperature. Okay, so for finding out the average temperature, I am going to create here a new column named the average temperature, or I am going to name it as daily mean temperature. Mean means average itself. So I am going to write here daily mean temperature. So I am going to make this column, I am going to increase the width of this column. So for increasing the width, you will be having a, when you place the mouse over here, you can see an arrow mark option. So simply just drag to here so that you can see the column width got increased. And here I am going to type daily mean temperature. Okay, and this I am going to increase the size. For increasing the size, click over here. Just we will check what is the size. It is 11, and liberation sense. So here I am going to make 11, and I am making that bold. Okay, so here I am going to write the daily temperature, daily mean temperature. So for finding out the daily mean temperature, in our textbook they have given some steps for finding out that. Okay, so for finding out that, select the cell in which you intend to get the average. Okay, so here I need to get the average, that E column and the second row. So E2 is the cell address. Here I am going to write the daily mean temperature. So for getting that, we have some we have the method for finding out the average. Okay, so how we can do that? Click on the equal to, so you can see the equal to. After that you have to write sum in capital letter sum. After that bracket, and average, daily means average means maximum divided by minimum. Okay, the maximum temperature here it is in the, you can see C2. Okay, the maximum temperature you can see C2. This is the Cth column, this is the second row, so it is C2. So I am going to click here C2, and next one is sum. For finding the sum I am putting colon, and next one is the minimum temperature, that is 22. Okay, and after that I am going to close this column and whole divided by 2. So this is the function, or this is the formula of finding out the average. That means sum equal to sum of C2 is the maximum temperature. The value is 39 and D2. Okay, D2 is the minimum temperature divided by 2. Okay, so this is the formula. I am clicking on the enter key so that I got the answer 30.5. So this is the formula of finding out the daily mean temperature. This is the first way for finding out. If I want to, there is one more option to finding out the average. So I am going to delete this. Okay. So after that, I already told there is one more function. So for that, click here. You can see here fx function wizard. Click on the function wizard. You will be getting the window of the function wizard. From here, search option, I am going to search for average. I am going to search for average. So when I click on average, you will be getting the average function wizard. So here they have given number 1, number 2, number 3 and number 4. So they are in the first box, the number 1, we have to click the maximum temperature. The first value, first cell, what is that? C2. So C2 is here. In number 2, we have to click the minimum temperature, that is of D2. Okay, so here you can see that average of C2 comma D2. Direct we are applying to the function. So when we click on OK also, you will be getting the answer like this. Okay, this is the another method, and also we can take this function, option function, from the insert function. Like this also we can take that. Okay, or you can see there will be a shortcut for taking that, that is Control plus F2. When I click here, Control plus F2, then also you will be getting the function window open. So directly we can apply the function and it will be easy for you. So when I have selected this function wizard, you can see a lot of functions here. Okay, a lot of functions. So in LibreOffice Calc, for doing the activities directly we can put it in the function, so that we will be getting the answer over there. Okay, so I hope it is clear to all of you. So this is how we can find out the average. Okay, so now I got the average over here. I need to get the values on all over the other locations. In the other cells also I need the value. So instead of finding out the values in each cell, there is one technique named fill handle method that we have studied in the 8th standard. So by using the fill handle method, automatically you will be getting the answer for all the cells. So here when we place the cursor, you can see a plus button. Just drag over the full locations. How much? 60 places are there. So just drag on the 60 places, you can see the answer automatically came. How the answer is came? By using the fill handle method, what function, what formula we have applied here, the same formula is applying on other cells. This is the fill handle method. So by using this method, this is happening. So automatically you will be getting the values in all other cells. So that is the speciality of the function. Okay. So I hope it is clear to all of you. So if you have any doubt, you must ask me in the sessions. So what all things we have studied today? We have studied about we have done activity 6.1, and activity 6.2 we will be doing in the upcoming sessions. So only activity 6.1 we have done, and in that activity we have discussed about how to find the average. For that we have used the software LibreOffice Calc, and we found out the this average in the different ways. First one, directly applying the formula of sum of the cell C2 colon D2 divided by 2, and another option is of finding directly we have put it in the function average. So that is easy for us. Okay, so we have in this chapter we have used the software LibreOffice Calc, and we can open the software like application Office, LibreOffice Calc. So practice the activity those who are having computer. See you in the next class. Thank you. Bye.